Welcome Gemini to your March 2018 forecast with me, Ellie from HypnoYou. If you would like a private reading, do use the link below. Watch your sun, moon and rising. I had most of these cards in the last reading, so do check sun, moon and rising. Now this month on the 9th of March right through to the 5th of May, there is a Mercury retrograde, and this includes the shadow period. So this is looking back and bring forward now, so deja vu, things that you missed out on, renegotiating, redoing, renovating, tweaking things, relaunching, all those different things. So you do have the Star card, which is, if there has been some motivation or some crisis in your confidence, to do with an advancement, perhaps thinking, oh, I've bitten off more than I could chew, or there's been some teething problems around this advancement, new job, new resources, and finding that things were getting on top of you due to lack of energy, lack of motivation, feeling like you have been unsupported. The Star card says that things are going to be a lot more balanced. You will be a lot more emotionally balanced, that confidence will come through, that you are going to get the public displays of accolades. So you might get a once in a year review that's being sprung on you, and you find that you do really well. You might find that you get the loan, the sponsorship or the backing that you've been hoping for, and now you can move forward. For others, this is about, you have a new direction, you've got the go ahead, the green light, and everything's going to be moving forward. Now at home you do have the Two of Cups. Now there is Leo over this again with the eclipses, and this is an emotional joining. This is a perfect fit, so you might be finding that you're signing a lease, that you're signing a loan, a mortgage, or that you emotionally are moving in together. This is something to do with commitment. Your emotions are there, and there's karma around this as well. You might also find that there's growth in the home, and that there's been a recent arguing intentions, that there's a white flag and a resolution here, especially if there has been a split. Again, things coming back on the table for you to renegotiate and to get that firm fit, that right fit for you, and also during the family, forgiveness and letting things slide. With your health, you do have the Ace of Swords, and this is divinely given, and you've got two ways to go about this. This is about putting those ideas that you have been thinking about into action. First house is head, face, upper lip, upper jaw, cerebellum and brain, and also your own personal attitude towards your health. So you're weighing up which way you want to go, and also about your value and your morals to do with your health. So this is you've got the sun in your 10th house all month, so this is reaching that pinnacle, dealing with expert specialists and all those sorts of things as well, and you're deciding which way you go, because maybe you have tried one thing before, and so you're going to try it again, or maybe this is something brand new that you find works a lot better for you. At home, in love, you do have the Moon card, Major Arcana card, saying that there is some sort of interference in between your relationship. Now for others, this is about commitment issues. Maybe there's someone that you're dealing with who does have an issue with commitment, and you're not understanding why. So you've come to the crux of the matter of, can I continue with this, or do I make this stop? This also has the Moon on it, so they're coming from the eclipses as well. And the couples, this is about, maybe there is an idea of infidelity, or you're emotionally thinking that there is, but for some of you it is going to be infidelity. For others, this is people stirring the pot, family, mother-in-law, father-in-law, friends, exes with children or exes without children. And Mercury retrograde does bring people back from the past, so the element of do I bite the forbidden fruit? But somewhere along the way there is going to be some sort of confusion. Mercury retrograde does bring about misunderstandings, combustible conversations, all of those things as well. Now there is a Taurus and a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer with this as well. So with your Enduring Virtue, messages from the angels. Aurora saying that around you, with your sun in your 10th house, that you are being looked on favorably by your bosses. There could be a title change. There could be a step up, a title, a new job. But others are not happy for you. Maybe they think that they deserved it more. Maybe they're jealous that you've succeeded very quickly, proceeded up the ladder faster than they. This is also about, wanting that end result and working really hard for it, and not to let anybody else's negativity stop you from succeeding or putting your projects out there, or letting anybody else's, that sense of, I want to take my friends with me to the top. Well, by setting an example for them, you are empowering them. Now, we have Fiona who says that, in any of these areas, especially with the love area where there is a decision to be made, Fiona's saying you ask for help. So now watch out for those clues that are around you, because the angels want to take you to your best place. Francesca's saying that since the full moon, maybe you've been low in emotions, maybe you've been depressed or anxiety, maybe you've been feeling lonely. For others at work, this is about that creative flow, motivation not being their creative block. Some form of feedback perhaps has brought your mood down. Perhaps you think now that you've bitten off more than you can chew. And if we're talking about your work here, perhaps you feel like you've stalled and that you're not getting there and you're at a loss of what to do next. So this is decision time of, okay, well, where do I want to go with my career in the future? So reassessing that, perhaps taking up an offer that, was there before that you missed out on or that you didn't jump to. There is going to be this idea of enlightenment, clarity and perspective. So be kind to you and those you love, and I shall see you next month.